is the best horror movie of the year. It's utterly terrifying, intense, and one hell of a cool horror flick. The First Omen, rated R, now streaming on Hulu.
Yes, two. Both have come at clutch times. Tuesday night came in time up at these. Okay, we'll run the seventh thing, which time is up to. Had two, but he's two home runs. The RBI finds the ball 1.
Had that run like you talked about. Also, where I
The call Friday corner. Making 10. And 3-1. Sky. That's something on the infield that really
usual base, but that's not Lynchburg, a 7-2 advantage in the season series against Salem in 2024. The 2-2 misses. 82-mile-an-hour breaking ball that looped to the right of the dish. Full count to Stanley Tucker. Tucker offered at ball 4, was able to foul it back off the backstop. Earn himself another try against Warwick Moultrude, where Moultrude probably feels like just got bailed out by Tucker. It was a fastball that wasn't executed all that well. The 3-2 this time. Past Tucker for strike 3 and strikeout number 3 of the game. Warwick Moultrude give us our first look at Diego. We haven't seen him yet this series. And the average might indicate why. A 118 batting average coming into today. First pitch swinging for Valoria, much like we saw from Tucker to start off the inning. Fouled it back off the netting. 6 hits for Lynchburg, 2 for Salem, 6-0. Lynchburg out in front, 1 down here in the top of the third. The 1-1 set to be underway. Moltrud gathers. Gets the sign from Lopez. Sets at the belt. Rocks, kicks, fires. Fouled into the netting. Valoria consistently behind the fastball of Rorik Moltrud as the Atlanta, Georgia native works himself ahead. The 1-2. Swung on, popped. Out of play. Landing behind Robert Lopez into the first row, right behind home plate. And this crowd, I continue to comment on it, but it's growing. Both baselines just about full. We'll try the 1-2 again. Tapped. Front of Lopez foul as Valoria wasting some pitches from Moltrud. He's now at 37 pitches. Not a bad number. After 2 1/3 inning, and 1 strike away from 2 2/3. The 1-2 once more. Fouled again. Man, if I was Valoria, my arms would be absolutely shot at this point. A couple days ago, some of the staff here at the Bangley James Stadium took some batting practice. I came up there expecting to have the same performance I was used to from back in my high school days. After about 5 swings, I was completely dog-tired. The 1-2 again. Misses. It's a curveball coming in at 75. As well as a much slower 75-mile-an-hour curveball. The 2-2 lined right to Benjamin. Played it perfectly over at first base. If he didn't get the leather on it, it was headed for his jaw. No problem for Benjamin, as sure-handed as ever. For the second out of the top third inning, 6-0, Lynchburg out in front. One, two, three. at the plate. This series especially has not been his best. The 0-1 misses down in the zone for Mejias. He's 0 for 12 so far this series. The 1-1 to him. Sent into left center field. Collapsing on it is the center fielder, Tucker, who makes the running grab. Well, we've had a treat so far through 6 innings here in Lynchburg. 10-0. It's been an offensive explosion for the Hillcats, and we've seen a gem on the mound. Got a great crowd here on this beautiful Friday evening. All 2,391 of them have been treated, and we've still got a ways to go. Jason Prill will take us the rest of the way on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Check out Creative Edge Design Incorporated for your signs, banners, and wrap services. We are a 3M certified graphics installation company backed by a 3M warranty, protecting your graphics against any cracking, fading, or peeling for over 10 years. Your graphics will continue to look exactly like they did on the day they were installed. Visit us at cedi.biz for more information. Creative Edge Designs, custom designs for you. Hey fans, are you looking to disconnect and enjoy a perfect getaway? Well, let me introduce you to Crabtree Falls Campground. With campsites right on the river, 4 rustic cabins, and bathrooms with hot water, Crabtree Falls Campground is your place to stay this summer. Located just an hour drive from Lynchburg, Crabtree Falls Campground is just a half-mile hike away from the tallest waterfall east of the Mississippi. Visit www.crabtreefallscampground.com or call them at 540-377-2066 to book your stay.
Alongside Connor Young, here's the voice of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball, Jason Prill.
'90s night here at the ballpark. Jason Prill back with you after running around the ballpark trying to figure out what was going on with our internet. Still haven't figured it out to this point in time, so hopefully we can get that back up and running for tomorrow. It'll be the heart of the order. Uten, Lugo, and De Leon due up for Salem. However, I do believe that they brought in a new third baseman that we just have not been able to get the name on just yet. They substituted somebody in the top of the last inning. As Daniel Uten fouls it away for strike one. But we're going to have to wait a long while to figure out who that might be, as Fraley Encarnacion. Actually, it may have been the shortstop, Antonio Anderson, who was pulled. One of them, according to the umpire, was pulled from the ball game. We just have not gotten confirmation as to who exactly it was. And you can't see numbers from the back of the jerseys from up here out in the field. Even if you have binoculars, they're not facing you. You're in trouble as Uten fights it off again.
If I was a betting man, I'd say it's probably going to be Alcantara into the game. They don't got a lot of infielders to work with. It's either him or Sonatello.
The 0-2. Lined out of play. And Uten continues to battle here. We'll find out maybe when Anderson gets to the dish at the top of the order, but that's still a long ways away. It will happen based on mathematics unless somehow the rain decides to start falling, which not a cloud in the sky. Cut on and missed, and Uten goes down swinging third. Strikeout for Vasquez. As we head to Andy Lugo. Lugo on the day, 1 for 2. He struck out once as well. Lugo, he's not bad at the plate. He just seems to be a liability in the outfield. Just takes awkward routes. Not really consistent with how he plays the baseball. He's listed as an infielder. And he's played first base in this series as well. But the outfield has been where he's played most of the time, and he just doesn't look comfortable. Ground ball in between first and second into right field. That'll be a base hit for Lugo. And I understand that's part of the game of minor league baseball, is trying to find positions and flexing guys around, but he just looks a little bit lost out there.
Yeah, I also think with Miguel Blaze going down, they don't have a lot of options. I mean, we've seen Nelly Taylor Jr. play in the infield, and he's an outfielder. We've seen, as you're talking about, Lugo in the outfield where he hasn't looked good. So, yeah, it definitely could be. Let's try to see if he can get some versatility, use him in the outfield here and there. But I think they also just need a body out there. And Lugo is ready and can hit, as we've seen this series.
Framey De Leon will step in. Some fan just got a broken bat. As a big cut and miss by De Leon. Looks like Salem was trying to figure out what they wanted to do with that bat. Maybe it fractured a little bit. And they decided just to put it in the crowd, and they gave it to a Hillcat fan. The 0-1. Little topper right back to the mound. Vasquez to second for one, and he dropped it. Knapczyk a little bit too quick with the transfer, and it bounced in and out of his glove, and everybody's safe.
Not a bad delivery from Vasquez there. Was a little low, but for Knapczyk, you want that ball. You're probably not going to be able to double it up, but you want to at least get the lead runner at second. Instead, everyone's safe. For Vasquez, that's tough.
Not only was it low, but it felt like Knapczyk wasn't prepared for how quickly it was going to come up on him, as Vasquez just rifled it in there. Nevertheless, 2 aboard, 1 away, 10-0 lead for Lynchburg, top of the 7th inning. Vasquez, the right-hander, misses down and in with the breaking ball for ball 1. So Uten struck out to open up the inning. Lugo singled, and De Leon has reached on an air. In tight, Feliz has to back out of the way, and this is where you want to see some of these young guys really turn the corner. They're a lot better with nobody aboard, and as are most pitchers, but it seems like, for the Hillcats especially, when a runner gets aboard or 2 runners gets aboard, they start pressing a little bit, or they lose trust in their defense, and they try to make the perfect pitch, and it comes back to bite them. In there for a strike to Feliz, 2-1.
Yeah, Vasquez has certainly done that this season. I mean, his numbers aren't in a great spot. He's got a 4.82 ERA in the month of May, which is actually an improvement from April, where it was a 5.59 by month's end. So far, he's looked decent. His last inning was one of the best we've seen from him. But the pressure's on.
Ground ball over toward third. Pastrano chest high hop to Benjamin for 1. Back to first. A pick. Not in time. Sorry, it was Aldui at second. Runners at the corners. And now there's 2 down. It was a close play at first. The Hillcats thought they had him. But they do get the middle runner.
More than that, it's a great pick from Juan Benjamin, who by no means is your usual first baseman. That, if it gets past him, is a run for sure. Which you've got some leeway in that department. You're up 10-0, but it's still good to see him make the grab.
And at this point, you probably want to focus on getting a shutout. I know they're not going to tell you, we're up by 10, we're just trying to execute our stuff, but shutouts look really nice on a resume. And I know for Rourke Maltrud, who's had the outstanding start tonight, he's probably thinking, hey, bullpen, let's carry this all the way. The 1-0 from Ward Kellen Vasquez. Missing down and away, 2 balls and no strikes.
For Jordan Smith, one of the agendas of this outing for Vasquez is probably just getting some innings out of him. He's gone 55 pitches as his most. He's around the 30 mark right now, but you would love to get at least 1 more after this, if not more. That would be asking a lot. But
Line sharply foul. For strike 1 to Stanley Tucker. So 2 down, 2-1 advantage for Lynchburg, a 10-0 lead. Excuse me, a 2-1 count, 10-0 lead for Lynchburg. Boy, they have you fix the internet. You forget how to broadcast. The 2-1 from the right-hander. Missing down low, 3 balls and a strike. One of those days where you just brain doesn't want to work too well. Runners at the corners on a beautiful, beautiful night in Lynchburg. The 3-1. Tried to paint the corner, lost him. First walk issued by Vasquez. As Diego Viloria will step in. He's still 0 for 2.
First walk for Vasquez. There's only been 2 walks in the game in total. And they were both drawn by Stanley Tucker, he's been pesky. Hasn't really done too much damage, although he did go 1 for 6 yesterday, but he sticks around at bats, battles, fouls some good pitches off, and he's able to draw his second walk of the game.
First pitch misses down and away to Viloria, as now Robert Lopez wants to go out and check on his right-handed arm, and out comes Tony Arnold as well, as Arnold realizing that Vasquez, he went from a very quick and easy 6th inning when he went 1-2-3 through the Salem lineup to now he's allowed 4 straight base runners in some form or fashion with a fielder's choice in the middle of it. As bases are loaded 2 down in the top of the 7th inning, and you're not worried about the game getting out of hand at this point in time, but you do want to find some confidence. And you want your bullpen guys in these types of outings to, 1, eat innings like you said, Connor, and 2, execute their stuff and focus on just making good, solid pitches so that hopefully they can build some confidence for the time that they're called on in a close game.
Yeah, you want things to snowball and to build off a good performance, have another. For Vasquez, as much as the shutout is on everyone's mind and is a factor, like you said, Jason, if I'm Tony Arnold, I'm saying, hey, I know there's 3 base runners around you, the bases are loaded. Go from the windup, just pitch. We're up 10-0. No pressure, even though it feels like there might be.
The 1-0 is fouled back to the screen for ball 1. Excuse me, for strike 1. Man. Long day at the office, Connor. Long day at the office. Bases loaded, 2 down. Vasquez, the right-hander, rocks, kicks, pauses, and delivers. In the dirt, good block by Lopez. As Viloria holds out his left hand to hold the runner at third.
0 for 2 day for Viloria. Lined out and grounded out to Benjamin, who took it himself. His average just dangling by a thread in triple digits. 105.
Just activated off the injured list a couple days ago. The 2-1 topped, but foul. 2-2. Getting out of this jam would do wonders for Vasquez's confidence. Too often, and more often than not, when he's found himself in these situations, he's given up a run. 10-0 lead for Lynchburg. Vasquez shakes off a couple signs, and now the timeout is called by Viloria. Vasquez delivers. The 2-2. Good curveball. Viloria set down looking. Absolute masterpiece of a bender. As it's time to stretch here in Lynchburg. 10-0 advantage for the Hillcats as we step aside of the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Scientech Systems is your technology partner. Whether it's business class internet, phone and TV, or their world-class IT services, Scientech is here to manage your technology needs so you can focus on what you love to do. Visit Scientech.com for a free quote today.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
You're listening to the 30th anniversary season of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball.
I believe you're right. It is Alcantara over at short, Connor, as he takes over for Anderson. As it'll be Pastrano, Benjamin, and Sadui, the 3-2 up for the Hillcats. Pastrano, one of 2 Hillcats today who's yet to pick up a hit. Antunes has 3 of them. Gonzalez and Napchik each have 2. Everybody else has 1. And 8 of the 10 RBIs fall between Antunes and Gonzalez. So the top of the order has been crushing the ball here today. Both of them with a home run. Antunes in the first, and then Esteban Gonzalez in the 6th inning. Jose Pastrano will step in. He barreled the ball in his last plate appearance, but it was right at the right fielder as he takes out on the outside corner for a called strike. The 0-1 missing downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 10-0 advantage for Lynchburg. Bottom of the 7th inning. Great crowd on hand for throwback night. Missing down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Tomorrow night at the ballpark will be a fireworks show and a rebrand night as we rebrand the Lynchburg Skunks. 2-2 as Pastrano swings through it. Connor, that's going to stink.
Yeah, it's going to be something. Seen the jerseys, they're pretty sweet.
You can bid on the jerseys as it's ball 3 to Pastrano at MILBauctions.com. That's MILBauctions.com. There's 3 of them posted up there as that ran in tight on Pastrano for ball 4. The jerseys are two-toned, black and white, just like your typical skunk would look. White on the front, black on the back. And a quick bid update. Angel Hanau and Jason Churio are each at $200. Ralphie Velasquez, his bid is at $470. So still plenty of time to bid on those Lynchburg Skunk jerseys. As the right-hander, a new pitcher on the mound, Francis Hernandez, fires down low.
Hernandez, in his last game, he went 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen. He's got an ERA of 6.83 on the season, but in May, just 2.03. So he's been pitching better.
Benjamin lays down a bunt, and it's a beauty. Perfectly in front of home plate. No throw. Juan Benjamin gets cheeky with it and lays one down and pushes Pastrano into scoring position. And now some chirping going on between Benjamin and the catcher, Valoria, as he's a bit heated about something. The umpires had to get in and separate. I couldn't tell. Was that between Benjamin or the first baseman or the pitcher? What was going on there?
It was tough to read. All that we can tell is Liam Carroll heading out to the mound. So
looks like he's going out to check on his pitcher, maybe an injury. He hasn't faced 3 batters, so he can't be pulled from the ball game. But maybe trying to get composure.
Yeah, just trying to regroup here.
Yeah, he's talking solely to the catcher, Valoria. Long conversation with the catcher. He's trying to make sure they keep their heads on. That's the one position where you can't afford to have a head case.
True.
I mean, pitcher, yes, but in the field, catcher and shortstop are probably the 2 where you need them to be cool, calm, and collected at all times. And Valoria obviously upset about Benjamin laying down a bunt.
So, yeah, maybe you're bunting for a base hit, it's 10-0, kind of, what are we doing here type thing from Valoria. But maybe, I don't know, the third baseman's been playing 2 steps from the shortstop all series long. So you're kind of asking for it. I loved when Napchik laid it down for the first time.
Lynchburg's never been afraid to run up the score. And that's something in minor league baseball that is essentially expected. As Lexer Sadui takes a called strike 0-1. Unlike Major League Baseball, where there might be the common courtesy of, all right, we're up by 10, 12, whatever, let's just get through the rest of the ball game. These guys are fighting for their jobs.
Right.
That missed in tight for ball 1-1.
You can't take an at-bat from a minor league baseball player. I mean, that's their livelihood. That's every single one matters. That's how they make the climb. So, Benjamin, in your scorebook, that's a line drive single to right field.
And in actuality, he almost got punched in the face. That bounces away from Valoria. Everybody moves up 90 feet. As down to third goes Pastrano. Benjamin in the scoring position. And the other thing that maybe Valoria is frustrated with is he's coming back from injury, and it's his first game back behind the plate. And I'm sure the Hillcats understand that. And so if he had any sort of injury that could have been played or re-aggravated by a play like that, I'd be understandably frustrated as well. Typically in minor league baseball, you don't get explanations for injuries, but that could be playing a factor in his frustration on that bunt. 3-1 on Lexer Sadui. Good hitters count. He grounds it up the middle. They'll get Benjamin in a rundown. They'll throw to first late. Run comes home to score. Sadui is retired as he was minding his own business on the way down. Alcantara took all the time in the world. So Pastrano scores. Benjamin remains at second. And Sadui, on a 6-3 fielder's choice, is retired.
That was strange. Looked like Alcantara was thinking about trying to get Benjamin at second, who was dancing off the bag, but all he was doing was buying time. And the run did score.
Robert Lopez chops it foul. That makes it 11-0 in the bottom of the seventh inning. That's not going to make Valoria any happier.
Not the welcome back behind the plate he was hoping for. It's been a long game for Salem.
A long game for him as well. Still an 0-for. Benjamin at second, one away. Lopez, he's got one hit so far. Watches it low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
A hit in a screaming out number 3 in the bottom of the 5th. That unfortunately was just hit right at Uten, but Lopez, he looks so different from what he was looking like in the series prior against Fredericksburg.
The 1-1. Little low, 2 balls and a strike. Not just for Lopez. It's been night and day difference between last night and tonight. Yesterday, they looked a bit hapless, and going into the locker room after the game, it was quiet. Miserably silent in the clubhouse. Today, obviously a renewed motivation and energy. Missing in tight, 3 balls and a strike. Good game plan developed by Jordan Smith and his staff to piece together productive at-bats against Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. And the Hillcats are enjoying the 11-0 advantage. Sharply hit, but foul. First base side. Is really pulling the ball.
He is. He's taking everything to right field. Even on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
The 3-2. Just missing downstairs. As Lopez. Good at bat for him. Fran Aldui will step in.
Aldui's been a welcome addition. Only 2 games, not even 2 full games under his belt so far, but he plays a reliable second base, hustles down the line like we saw in the bottom of the 6th, and he's got 2 base hits already as well as an RBI.
Good night for him. He was just assigned to Lynchburg early this series as Valoria wants to go out and have a word with Hernandez. Aldui was signed in the same class as Angel Hanau, though Hanau had the development a little bit quicker than Aldui. Aldui, though, showing signs of life since arriving in Lynchburg, and even at the end of his time in the Complex League, he was hitting above 400.
Oh, yeah, 429. Granted in 5 games. But he was hitting for extra bases as well. He had a double and a triple. Stole a couple bags. He's ready for the Carolina League, no doubt.
Another opportunity to prove it here. He's already got his first RBI of his Lynchburg career today. Looking for number 2 with a base knock with Benjamin on second. Down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Mathematically, it looks like Wilfredo Antunez will get one more at bat to try and pick up the cycle. As long as there's not a double pickoff in this situation. Outside again, ball 3. It all but guarantees that Wilfredo Antunez will get an at bat. The 3-0 to Aldui. We'll see if he gets the green light. He does not. It's called a strike. It's Jordan Smith not that risky to anger people.
Huh.
Good hitters count, though, for Aldui. The right-hander delivers. Popped up. Shallow left field. Lugo charging in on it, and he calls everybody off and makes the grab. Looked a little bit awkward. He secures it, and now Christian Knapczyk will step in.
Yeah, that looked like a whole lot of trouble to me off the bat. Because realistically, Alcantara and Encarnacion don't have a good play on that ball. It's Lugo's. And with the way he's been playing the field this series, even today where he's got an error, didn't feel too confident on him coming in on that baseball, especially coming in on a baseball. We've seen him have issues with that, where he's pulled up a little early or hasn't gone all out for a ball. But it works out there.
Missing out wide for ball 1 to Christian Knapczyk. Yeah, Lugo just having a rough weekend in the field. One I'm sure he'd like to forget. Hernandez has it grounded over towards second, scooped by De Leon, and the inning is over. A 4-3 putout. Lynchburg puts on another run as they lead at 11-0 on the Lynchburg Hillcats radio network.
The YMCA has been serving Lynchburg and the surrounding community for years. With 2 Central Virginia locations, the YMCA has plenty to offer for kids and adults alike. To join or check out one of the classes, camps, or programs offered by the Y, visit ymcacva.org or stop in at their downtown or Jamerson locations. The YMCA is a proud partner of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball.
Are you a fan of fireworks or collecting sports memorabilia? Or maybe instead of the bar, you want to spend your nights at the ballpark? Whatever your passion, the Lynchburg Hillcats have a mini plan package for you. Make sure to secure your tickets for every Thirsty Thursday, Freebie Friday, or Fireworks Show Saturday with one of our dated mini plans. Craving more baseball? Sign up for our 30-game mini plan. Not sure what games you want to go to? The Hillcats offer undated mini plans as well. For more information and to purchase your 2024 mini plan, visit lynchburg-hillcats.com.
Alongside Connor Young, here's the voice of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball, Jason Prill.
It's a big series here in Lynchburg with a lot of Carolina League North implications on the line, as the Hillcats leading 11-0 in game number 4 of this series. But across the Carolina League, we'll give you some updates. Carolina leading at 4-2 over Delmarva in the top of the 8th inning, as the Mudcats currently pacing the rest of the pack and en route to another victory. In the bottom of the 7th, Kannapolis leads 4-0 over Columbia. And the other game that really matters for the Hillcats, Fredericksburg up 3-1 over Down East in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Best case scenario in that series is they just keep trading wins back and forth because Lynchburg right behind Down East coming into today and only a few games back of Fredericksburg as well. And so if they can just keep trading wins back and forth and Lynchburg can win this series against Salem, it really will set them up the rest of the way. Charleston leads Myrtle Beach 5-3 in the top of the 6th. Fayetteville 6-0 advantage over Augusta, and that is where we sit on the Carolina League scoreboard. Fort Kellen Vasquez delivers the first pitch to the backstop to not Antonio Anderson, but Marvin Alcantara, who came in to open up the bottom of the 6th inning defensively. As gets fired in there, 1-1. Vasquez in his 3rd inning of work here in the top of the 8th inning. Calling a strike, a delayed call, 1-2. The right-hander, good breaking ball, dribbles out in front of home plate, but called foul by the home plate umpire. Sun continuing to set behind the Blue Ridge Mountains. As the 1-2 on its way. Good curveball. Alcantara pulls his back leg out and is retired for out number 1. It's the 5th strikeout for Vasquez in 2 1/3 innings.
That curveball has looked sharp for Vasquez. At least at home, I think this has been the best we've seen him. He ran into his trouble in the top of the 7th, got out of it. And the top of the 6th, where he entered the ball game, was 1-2-3 with a pair of strikeouts. He's relying heavily on that curveball. He clearly has a good feel for it tonight.
As we said earlier, it looks different. It looks stronger. It looks sharper. As the 1-0 missed down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Taylor, an 0 for on the day. As the right-hander rocks, kicks, and delivers. A sky-high pop. Vasquez, he's watching it. He's in the way. Pastrano makes the grab, colliding with Lopez. Not hard, but gives him a good bro hug. And there's 2 down. What was Vasquez doing there? He just ran right underneath it and just stood there pointing. He wasn't even looking at the baseball, really.
Yeah, I think it started out as like adrenaline instincts of I'm going to go get this baseball. And then from there, it was just deer in headlights. Like, where do I go? He had Lopez closing in from one angle, Pastrano the other, and he got caught in the middle.
Well, the Hillcats avoid danger as a swing and a miss by Encarnacion. 11-0 advantage. Top of the 8th inning. Another thing that we haven't talked about is keep everybody healthy in a game like this.
Yeah.
The 11-0 lead is one you want to keep, but you don't want to do that at the risk of injuring your pitcher or injuring your catcher.
Certainly.
Especially when you only have 2 catchers on the roster. The 1-1, good breaking ball, chopped towards short. Napchik will fire it across, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3-8 for Vasquez as he bounces back after a rough 7th. And Salem is still scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the frame. It'll be Gonzalez, Antunez, and Mejias as we step aside on Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Wondering how to buy tickets to minor league baseball games? Look no further than the Bally Live app. Download Bally Live today and you can buy tickets to your favorite minor league baseball games and watch in person. Can't make it to the ballpark? We got you. Watch every minor league baseball game for free on the Bally Live app all season long. Pick your favorite team, track stats, chat with friends, and earn rewards in the Game Center. Download Bally Live from the app or Play Store today.
We get it. Finding activities for groups can be difficult. The Lynchburg Hillcats want to make your life easier with our special group outings packages. No matter your group, spend the night out at the ballpark enjoying baseball with your favorite people. All group ticket packages come with discounted tickets, a PA and video board welcome, and the possibility for first pitches and on-field activities. Want to make the night extra special? Sign up for a group picnic and let the Hillcats take care of the details. For more information on groups or picnics, visit lynchburg-hillcats.com.
You're listening to Hillcats Baseball on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Will we get to see a cycle tonight? We'll find out in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gonzalez, Santunez, and Mejia. Santunez, the middle of those. A double shy of the cycle. Esteban Gonzalez, though, in his last plate appearance, a mammoth 2-run home run to right field for his second hit of the ball game, as a strike is called on him. It's his 5th home run of the season. He's now got 22 RBIs, with 3 more here today. Swung on and missed, strike 2. What do you think is going through on Tunez's mind right now? An 11-0 ball game, but knowing he's just shy of the cycle.
I think we got a
Called strike 3. Sorry, Connor.
No, yeah. I think we got a window into it in his last at-bat where he was jumping all over it. First pitch flew out to right field. His approach game hasn't been so aggressive. He's been getting him to the good hitter count. I know he's riding on this at-bat, but you got to stick to it.
First pitch to him misses down and away for ball 1. 11-0 advantage, and Antunez trying for the cycle. Hernandez kicks and delivers. Popped it up on the infield. Antunez thought about slamming his bat, but then thought better of it, as Encarnacion will retire him, and that'll end the bid for the cycle. He will finish a double shy, but 5 RBIs.
Not a bad day. Still, I would say. A home run, 5 RBIs is a triple. In other news, in Lake County, Matt Wilkinson made his second start. 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. He's been striking guys out still at the high A level. The runs have been coming a little bit more than we're used to here in Lynchburg. He did allow a home run in both of his starts, I believe. He did allow one today. So you can take the boy out of Lynchburg. We can't take Lynchburg out of him. Allowing home runs left and right, just like we are still here at the Bank of the James.
They must have gave him that magic pixie dust before heading up to Lake County. Lake County, they have one of the best offenses in all of minor league baseball.
Incredible.
What a lineup. And guys like Alex Mooney, CJ Kafis, Nate Furman has been tearing people apart recently. You got how many guys batting around 350? That lineup is just one to behold. He is down in the count 1-2. As that misses down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 11-0 advantage for Lynchburg. Salem will have one more opportunity to try to break the shutout in the 9th. The 2-2. Out wide, full count. Connor, your homework tonight. Actually, your homework right now. Get me the number of how many shutouts the Hillcats have had this season.
Okay. Easy enough.
The payoff pitch, called strike 3. You'll have the commercial break to come back with your answer as we step aside on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
If you haven't planned that vacation yet, start by checking Lynchburg Regional Airport. With our great round-trip airfares to many popular destinations, flying from Lynchburg is easy and affordable, offering daily departures on American Airlines to Charlotte with connections to over 170 non-stop destinations worldwide. To check airfares and book tickets, visit flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice, and certain restrictions apply. Advance purchase is required and availability is limited. Your close and convenient connection. Check Lynchburg first.
Summer has arrived at Bank of the James Stadium as the Lynchburg Hillcats return home to square off against the Augusta Green Jackets June 11th through the 16th. On Friday, you're going to want to be here early as we're giving away bobbleheads for former Hillcat and MLB Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber. On Saturday, we're raising money for cancer research with our fireworks show. Then on Sunday, we say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there with a celebratory pig roast. Don't miss the kickoff to summer and get your tickets at lynchburg-hillcats.com.
Alongside Connor Young, here's the voice of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball, Jason Prill.
Lynchburg needed this type of pitching performance after the way last night went when you had to use up 5 different pitchers, 4 relievers. That outing has been bookended by 2 beautiful pitching performances. Alonzo Richardson on Wednesday night, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run, a walk and 4 strikeouts. Steven Perez came in after him and struck out 4 in 2 1/3 innings. Excuse me, he struck out 5 in 2 1/3. Tonight, Maltrud, another outstanding appearance for him. He went 5 innings of 3-hit baseball, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And Wardkellan Vasquez, he's pretty much matched him. Only 3 innings of work, but 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. 5 Ks, mind you.
Both have been great, and Vasquez 3 outs away from the shutout. I have a number to report. Jason, do you have a guess first?
My guess on the shutouts, I'm going to say 7
This season,
this season.
3.
Well, it's close.
They've been shut out twice, though, so 5, you're close there.
The 0-1 chopped right at the plate, but foul. Really feels like we have more than 3.
Yeah, there's been a lot of 1s and 2s.
A lot of low-scoring ball games. And even when we've been shut out, I mean, one of the times we've been shut out came on game 2 of the season.
Right.
When we lost 1-0 to Down East when
Yep.
Matt Wilkinson made his debut.
Yep.
So even when we've been shut out, they've been in relatively close games. The 0-2 to Nathaniel Uton here in the top of the 9th inning. Big swing and a miss. Double-digit strikeouts for Hillcats pitching. As Andy Lugo will step in. Salem looks ready to head back to the locker room.
Yeah, they've been striking out all series long. I mean, that's 30 now in between, what is it?
Last night and tonight.
Yeah, how many innings is that? Did we play 11 yesterday? 9 today almost?
About 20 innings.
About 20. Yeah, and this is a team that does strike out a lot in general. And it's another good curveball.
But we're also used to seeing them walk a lot more.
Yeah.
They have not walked much in this series. Give or take a few innings here and there, but for the most part, Lynchburg has been in command on the mound.
Coming into today, Salem led the league in walks with 239 and were second in the league when it comes to most strikeouts with 511. So it's walk or strikeout, not as much hits in between as you'd like for Salem this year or in this series.
Ground ball over toward third. Played well by Pastrano. And a good dart for out number 2. So 11-0 is where we sit, and it'll fall on Framey De Leon. De Leon will dig in from the left-hand side. 1 for 3. 1 of 4 hits for Salem here today, as it's fouled right off the mask of the catcher for strike 1. Derek Pacheco will give an extra moment. He's got a big smile on his face about something. Oh, Lopez must have cracked a joke. It's easier to laugh when you lead by 11. A little low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, nothing's come of the emotional outburst from Diego Viloria a few innings ago, where he got heated with Juan Benjamin and had to be separated. The 1-1. De Leon chased one in the dirt, 1-2. But we will see how that carries over to the rest of this weekend. When you face a team regularly, especially in as tense of a rivalry as Lynchburg and Salem have, it's bound to boil over at some point. That could just be the tipping point. The 1-2 pitch from Vasquez. Breaking ball, missed in tight, 2-2. You heard the dog get in on the action. That would scare me. If I was batting and I just hear a dog bark, oh. Talk about making your knees a little bit wobbly. Now the 2-2. Fastball fouled away. Vasquez out to make his 60th pitch of the night. So they're letting him go a little bit longer than they typically do, but you don't want to have to touch that bullpen anymore. Though there is an arm getting loose, so I could imagine that Vasquez's night is nearing its conclusion one way or the other. The right-hander kicks and delivers. Out wide, full count. I'm sure Jordan Smith doesn't want to go to his bullpen, but he will if he has to.
I say go at him here. 3-2 count. Give him a fastball to hit.
The payoff pitch. Broken bat over towards second. Aldui will scoop it and fire it high off the glove of Benjamin. And it gets away, but not far enough for De Leon to advance. And what could have ended the ball game is an error on Aldui. And now Jordan Smith will have to go waste another arm, which is probably the last thing he wanted to do in this moment in time. So we'll step aside and get you all acclimated with the new pitcher when we come back on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Summer has arrived at Bank of the James Stadium as the Lynchburg Hillcats return home to square off against the Augusta Green Jackets June 11th through the 16th. On Friday, you're going to want to be here early as we're giving away bobbleheads for former Hillcat and MLB Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber. On Saturday, we're raising money for cancer research with our fireworks show. Then on Sunday, we say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there with a celebratory pig roast. Don't miss the kickoff to summer and get your tickets at lynchburg-hillcats.com. You've probably heard the old saying, the best things in life are free. But do you believe it? The Lynchburg Hillcats want to make sure you and your kids do. Sign your kids up for Southpaw's free Kids Club and experience the best free activity your money can't buy. All Kids Club members receive complimentary tickets to 5 designated Kids Club games, Virginia 529 Fun Zone passes for the whole season, and exclusive autograph sessions with players. Kids 12 and under can sign up at lynchburg-hillcats.com to activate their Kids Club membership today.
You're listening to Hillcats Baseball on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Albert Feliz will be the last chance for Salem, but he'll have to do it against a new arm as Robert Weigelnick will be on for what Lynchburg hopes is just one batter. Weigelnick on the season, good numbers, making his 11th appearance, a 1-0 record with a .338 ERA. He's 2 for 3 in save opportunities. His lone blown save came on Tuesday evening in a walk-off extra innings affair that Lynchburg found themselves victorious on. He surrendered the 2-run home run to Nellie Taylor Jr.
He's hoping he doesn't have to see him again, and
he's got a long way to go.
that would be a long ways away.
That would be a nightmarish ending to the ball game if he were to get back up to Nellie Taylor Jr. Feliz, Tucker, Valoria, and Alcantara all fall in between there. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth inning. As Albert Feliz will step in. Feliz hitless on the night. He's also clinging to a batting average just above 100. So he swings through the first pitch for strike one, a healthy hack.
94 away. Would have been ball 1. Feliz has been a free swinger.
He goes with a no batting gloves look, just like he typically does. The highest whiff rate in single A baseball. So that missed down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's why he has 3 home runs and 15 RBIs, is because he's swinging for the fences every time he digs into the batter's box.
Oh, yeah.
1-1 from Weigelnick. Missing down and away, 2 balls and a strike. De Leon over at first. 11-0 advantage for Lynchburg. Top of the 9th inning. The 2-1 delivery to Feliz. Out wide, 3 balls and a strike. And you'd think with a guy with such a high whiff rate, you'd be a little bit more aggressive in going at him.
Yeah, Weigelnick hasn't given him much to think about, especially on that last breaking ball.
This is an opportunity to rebuild some confidence after blowing the save the other night, but he walks the leadoff man he faces. It moves De Leon into scoring position. You can hear the crowd getting a little bit restless.
Yeah, that feels like a situation where he just doesn't have his command. Because why are you skirting around Felice? He's 0 for his last 7. And you have 11 runs of cushion. He has the largest whiff rate in single-A baseball. Go right at him.
Stanley Tucker with an opportunity. He's also looking for his first hit. Only 4 on the day for Salem. As that missed in tight for ball 1. I believe it was ball 1. They just put a strike on the scoreboard. I didn't see a signal.
I believe that was a ball. Pacheco hasn't corrected it yet.
Interesting. That's definitely a ball.
I believe it is 2-0.
According to our game day application, giving us the updated numbers and stats as we go throughout the ball game. That's been my saving grace today after missing half the ball game.
It's a lifesaver for me every game. Just got everything right there in case I miss something in my book, which I never do.
It's all right. I forgot I was broadcasting for a minute and completely missed a play earlier. Two 2-0 on Stanley Tucker. Now they have it fixed on the scoreboard. 2-0. Missing wide. 3 balls and no strikes. And Weigelnick, I don't know if he's overthrowing it or what, but his command just not there right now.
Even in an 11-0 game where you're leading, this is where the mound starts to feel real lonely when you just can't buy a strike. Yep.
That finds the corner. 3-1. Maybe got the benefit of the doubt on that call, but
that was a gift.
He'll take it. A strike is a strike, and it's 3-1 on Tucker. But if I'm Tucker, I'm probably taking this one too. Here it comes. He was, and it's another walk. Back-to-back walks to open up the outing for Weigelnick, and it's just not been as sharp these last 2 outings as we've been accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, and you don't want to see TA coming out here anytime soon if you're Weigelnick. The message there will be stern and straightforward. Just get the job done. Throw strikes.
Well, Diego Valoria, he had some words with Juan Benjamin earlier in the ball game. He's at the dish. He fouls it back to the screen for strike 1. Swinging away after back-to-back walks is a bold move.
Wants to put 4 on the board here.
Weigelnick, and the base is loaded. 11-0 lead. 1-1 as he misses down and away. He's not getting anybody to chase after that breaking ball right now. And that's really what he needs to be successful.
Yeah. You got to establish the fastball first to make him even think about offering anything else.
That's roped into right field, and that'll end the shutout as Antunes will come up with it. 1 runner will come home to score, and Weigelnick not able to get out of the inning. Boy, that one really hurts. And now Valoria and Benjamin going back at it again. Valoria screaming, and here come the benches. Lynchburg out of the dugout. Everybody being sent back. The bullpens, the umpires trying to wave everyone back as tension's boiling over. I mentioned it right before the base hit. Everybody just kind of moseying their way over toward first base. The umpires trying to regain control. Good job by the leaders on the Hillcats to wrangle everybody up and send everybody back, because this could have gotten out of hand very quickly. Erlen Serta went out and tried to calm down Juan Benjamin. De Leon still over there at first. Still some chirping going on. The umpires haven't ejected anybody, but I don't know if you can leave Benjamin and Valoria at first base together.
Yeah. It's like cats and dogs.
They're still talking. They're still chatting. The umpire's watching it cautiously. There's still a conversation going on between the two. Benjamin continues to kind of tap the hip of Valoria. Now they will spread apart.
Looks like they've talked through their differences. Maybe all they needed was a little bit of an explanation from Benjamin on the bunt decision. If that's what this is about, I mean, there's no way of knowing, but that seems like the best estimation of what this is.
I mentioned things could boil over very quickly in a series like this, especially in a game like this. Last thing you want to do is make a mental error and all of a sudden you're ejected and suspended. Top of the order stepping in. 1 run on the board, courtesy of Diego Valoria. As a called strike. So De Leon comes home. For those of you who have stayed to our radio broadcast, we appreciate it. We're sorry about the technical difficulties on the video feed as that missed in tight 1-1. We're going to try to have all of it restored for tomorrow. And we can watch the Lynchburg Skunks in action. But if you don't want to worry about it, get your ticket, lynchburg-hillcats.com. The 1-1, slow chopper back to the mound. Weigelnick will settle and fire on to first. Benjamin snaps his glove, stares at Valoria, and heads to the handshake line. Lynchburg wins it 11-1. We'll be back to recap it on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network.
Lynchburg Hillcats are ready for a summer of fun with a fresh slate of weekly promotions for you and your family to enjoy. Every Tuesday, get a free ticket to the next Tuesday home game as part of our 2 for Tuesday promotion. Wednesday is Weenie Wednesday with hot dog deals each week, and Thursday, we'll bring back our traditional Thirsty Thursday with drink specials all night long. On Friday, join us for Freebie Friday for a new giveaway each week. We'll have fireworks every Saturday night, and kids can eat free each Sunday during the season. Get your tickets today at lynchburg-hillcats.com.
Summer has arrived at Bank of the James Stadium as the Lynchburg Hillcats return home to square off against the Augusta Green Jackets June 11th through the 16th. On Friday, you're going to want to be here early as we're giving away bobbleheads for former Hillcat and MLB Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber. On Saturday, we're raising money for cancer research with our fireworks show. Then on Sunday, we say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there with a celebratory pig roast. Don't miss the kickoff to summer and get your tickets at lynchburg-hillcats.com.
The final out has been recorded, and it's time for us to recap the ball game. Coming up on the Hillcats postgame show, we'll scan the scores from across the league and give you an update on the Carolina League standings, along with previewing the next game. But first, to cover the box score and name tonight's Hillcat hero, here's Jason Prill.
11-1 victory for Lynchburg as the Hillcats. A big victory to win their third game of the series. We're trying to find our Hillcat hero tonight. I believe it's going to be Wilfredo Antunez, but he may have ducked out a little bit too quickly as they're trying to find him somewhere in the dugout. And now he's making his way up and over toward our microphones as Antunez will head over to stand next to Erlen Serta, who will translate for him. So right now, let's toss it down to the field as we get you all set for our Hillcat hero, Wilfredo Antunez.
All right, fans, I'm here with Wilfredo Antunez. Man, what a game. You hit a home run, triple, single, one away from the cycle. Fantastic day at the plate. How did you feel on the bat today? How did it feel?
Con un doble nada más para que te falte el ciclo. ¿Cómo tú te sentiste en el juego del día de hoy?
Bueno, muy agradecido con Dios primero y por un granito de arena para que el equipo ganara hoy y que dimos lo mejor.
Thanks God, and he just really happy to try to help the team win the game tonight.
And each game is really important because we're only a few games out of first place in the conference. How important is it to finish?
Well, I think that's the end of the interview. I think that's the end of it. The Gatorade bath all over Wilfredo Antunez. We watched it. The players, I think that was Christian Knapchick and a few others that snuck up behind him. And they also got our in-park MC, who's dripping wet. Wilfredo Antunez, a 3-hit performance, a double shy of the cycle. He had a home run in the first inning. And then also a triple, and a single. All three of his hits also picked up RBIs as well. Connor, run us through how this unfolded. I missed half the game.
Well, it was a great start from Rorik Maltrud. Probably his best clean start, true start of the season. He was on top of things and then some. And it took all the way to the top of the ninth for Salem to finally push across a run. But the opposite was certainly true for Lynchburg. It was a hit parade. Esteban Gonzalez went yard. Wilfredo Antunez in just the first inning went deep. He had 5 RBIs on the day, like you noted, Jason, which is the most in a single game for a Hillcat this season. He had probably the best hitting day at the dish we've seen from a Lynchburg Hillcat in 2024, which is saying something because this offense has been can't miss. Christian Napchik picked up a hit. It'd be easier to say who didn't get a hit than who did. As it was, the offense was firing on all cylinders for Lynchburg on a day where, when you looked at the lineup coming into the ballpark, you were a little worried with no Ralphie, Churio, or Henao, but there was no need to be worried. This was the most offense we've seen this series, and all you can hope for is that it's contagious, as Lynchburg really needs to finish this series strong as they look to continue to climb towards the top of the North.
We'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday night broadcast. Connor will preview that game after this timeout. Once again, Lynchburg winning it 11-1. I'm Jason Prill saying good night, God bless, and go Hillcats.
You've probably heard the old saying, the best things in life are free. But do you believe it? The Lynchburg Hillcats want to make sure you and your kids do. Sign your kids up for Southpaw's free Kids Club and experience the best free activity your money can't buy. All Kids Club members receive complimentary tickets to 5 designated Kids Club games, Virginia 529 Fun Zone passes for the whole season, and exclusive autograph sessions with players. Kids 12 and under can sign up at lynchburg-hillcats.com to activate their Kids Club membership today. We get it. Finding activities for groups can be difficult. The Lynchburg Hillcats want to make your life easier with our special group outings packages. No matter your group, spend the night out at the ballpark enjoying baseball with your favorite people. All group ticket packages come with discounted tickets, a PA and video board welcome, and the possibility for first pitches and on-field activities. Want to make the night extra special? Sign up for a group picnic and let the Hillcats take care of the details. For more information on groups or picnics, visit lynchburg-hillcats.com.
You're listening to the 30th anniversary season of Lynchburg Hillcats baseball.
(11-1), Lynchburg on top in an offensive explosion. Rorik Maltrud picks up the win, his second of the season, his ERA at 3.41 after the shutout start. Took the top to the top of the ninth for Salem to lodge their first run. Lynchburg was able to tack on 11 by then. Wilfredo Antunez was a big reason for it. 5 RBIs, a triple, a home run, and a single. Let's quickly take a look around the Carolina League schedule, where we've got a couple finals, 3 to be exact, including ours here in Lynchburg. Carolina, they beat Delmarva 4-2. The Shorebirds are right back to their losing ways. Looked like they might have been done with them when we last saw them here in Lynchburg. They gave the Hillcats a tough time here in the Bank of the James Stadium, but since they left the Hill City, it's been back to struggles. And most recently in Zebulon, North Carolina, where the Mudcats have really done a number on Delmarva. Down east, top 8 in that game. Fredericksburg up 6-2. Kannapolis 4-0 final over Columbia. They got to be the best and hottest team in the Carolina League over the last couple of weeks, or even in the whole month of May, to be honest. Myrtle Beach, Charleston, top 8. In that game, the River Dogs are up 5-3. Augusta Fayetteville in the middle of the 8th inning. The home Woodpeckers on top 6-3 as it stands from Segra Stadium. The standings are not complete, but we'll go through them anyways. It'll be subject to change after we get more final scores. But Carolina on top 30-17, the first team in the Carolina League to 30 wins. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games on a 4-game win streak. Fredericksburg 28-20, 2.5 games from first place. Down east 26-21, 4 games out of first. Lynchburg 27-22, tied with the Wood Ducks for third place in the Carolina League North. 4 games out of first for Lynchburg. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've been rolling pretty hot as of late. Salem 24-25, 7 games from the top spot. They're probably out of it here in the first half. Delmarva definitely is 15-33, 15.5 games out of first place. 2 in their last 10. They're 2 for 8 on a 6-game losing streak. It's been tough sledding for the Shorebirds. Kannapolis 29-19, 8 6-2 in their last 10 games on a 3-game win streak. 1 game away from 30. They could match Carolina by the end of the night. They probably will with how well they've been playing. Columbia 24-23 in second place. And Fayetteville 23-25. Myrtle Beach 22-25. 6.5 games out. Augusta and Charleston both at 19-28 as it stands with a 9.5 game trail in the Carolina League South. Kannapolis really running away with things in the Southern Division, which leads us to tomorrow. It's going to be Luis Cohen, 2-4 with a 3.78 ERA for Salem. Pretty good numbers, but not as good as Yorman Gomez. The most wins in the Carolina League, the most innings pitched in the Carolina League, one of the best ERAs in the Carolina League. He has filled the shoes of Matt Wilkinson as the ace of this club. He's got a 5-1 record in a 2.63 ERA. He's going to get the ball from Jordan Smith tomorrow, and the Hillcats really want to keep trucking forward in this series where at times they've looked really solid, and others the bullpen has faltered. As it stands, Lynchburg leads 3-1. They've secured the split, but they don't want to split. They want so much more. Tomorrow would secure the win, but if you're the Hillcats, you really want to walk away with a 5-1 series win over Salem, just like they did on the road in the first series against the Red Sox. That would set you up nicely for your next series, which will be against Delmarva on the road. If Delmarva keeps getting as they have, you could be set up for a really good stretch of games to slowly but surely claw your way back up to the top. That's what Lynchburg's got in mind, but they got to take care of business here at home against Salem first. For Jason Prill, I'm Connor Young saying good night from Lynchburg, Virginia, where the final score for one final time is 11-1 Hillcats. Good night, and God bless from the Hill City.
Thank you for tuning in to Hillcats Baseball on the Lynchburg Hillcats Radio Network. Make sure to stay up to date on all the Hillcats news and notes by following the team on social media at LYN Hillcats. Fans can purchase tickets at lynchburg-hillcats.com. Be sure to tune into our next game on the Hillcats Radio Network through our video feed on MILB.TV, MLB.TV.